Good day everyone, welcome to another episode in our series. Together we learn how to be better pet owners and how to make our pets happier. Join us, today we will talk about feeding your dog. You are what you eat is not only true for humans, but also true for our dogs. What the dog eats affects his overall health and behavior. When a dog is hungry, it will be reluctant, perhaps irritable and focused on food. We should never allow that and pay great attention to his diet. The instructions for feeding on the food's label should be followed, but also pay attention to the fact that not every dog has the same need or is not in the same environment. If we see that the dog does not have enough food that we give him, it should be adjusted to his needs. One thing you should keep in mind: dog eats every meal as his last. Usually so, but there are always exceptions. The wolf is the ancestor of the dog, so in nature the wolf does not know when the next opportunity for lunch will be, and that is why he uses every occasion to eat as much as possible to survive. Today's dogs certainly don't need that. Meals come at the right time in gilded bowls for which they don't have to bother and hunt. But instinct is stronger than habit, so most dogs will do the same and eat almost as much as you give them. That is why we often have overfed dogs which eat large amounts of food and have low energy consumption. Owners are not dedicated to walking them, training and keeping them physically active. This is essential for normal functioning and health of all dogs. One of the worst things that we do to our dogs is that we can't resist those irresistible begging eyes when they ask for food, so they often get treats that they are not allowed to eat and that are harmful to them. Chips and snacks are not good for dogs, especially not food from our table that they really like. Food for humans is full of salt, sugar, chemicals and foods that are harmful for dogs and lacks in vitamins and minerals that they desperately need. These are few things you should never give your dog: potatoes, beans, legumes, cabbage, salt, chocolate, almonds and hazelnuts. Sugar is especially harmful to them because they don't have the enzymes to digest. Raisins are poisonous to them even in small doses and can cause kidney failure and death. They can drink milk as adults, but they do not really need it, and it can only cause indigestion, bloated stomach and diarrhea. Is this complicated for you? Just ask yourself for a start what your dog would eat if he or she was in nature. Would it be eating potatoes, chocolate and chips from the supermarket? Probably not. However, there are things that are good for your dog, such as fresh carrots, fresh zucchini, watermelon in small quantities without peel and seeds, boiled rice and fresh eggs, also great for shiny hair. Bones are not always good for your dog. Cooked chicken bones are extremely bad because they can pierce dogs' gums and intestines and cause various problems. The best thing would be fresh big bone that they can nibble. Dogs should eat as naturally as possible. Granulated and canned foods and is not natural food. But if it is good quality and well balanced, it can almost perfectly replace natural food. Granulated food is not ideal, contains many grains. It is important to be good quality with a low content of grains and a high percentage of meat. We must not forget frequent allergies of dogs caused by the food they eat. Foods that contain a large percentage of chicken are the most common cause of allergies. Attention should be paid to the percentage of fat and protein. Puppies need more of it because they are growing and developing. Breastfeeding mothers need stronger food for nursing puppies. Adult dogs need food according to needs and physical activity. Seniors do not need fatty foods or large amounts of protein. Granulated food largely fulfills the daily needs for vitamins. If necessary, we can always add them to the food in the form of tablets or powders. Calcium is an essential ingredient in every diet, especially for large breeds, because if they don't get it, they can often develop weak bones due to their rapid growth, which can later lead to hip dysplasia. Best advice is to consult with your veterinarian or a professional in pet food store. Granules or kibbles are good when dogs eat them dry because they remove plaque from the teeth. With dry food, fresh and clean water must always be available to them. It would be ideal to feed your dog only natural food and to keep granules when there is no time to cook for your dog. In that case, try to add at least 1 or 2 raw meals during the week with boiled rice, fresh egg and quality ground turkey or beef. You can add raw grated carrot or whole as a healthy treat, even a crumbled eggshell as a natural source of calcium. Boiled chicken stomach or cow's heart is also a good source of protein for dogs. Simply imagine this: a wolf in the wild would eat what it catches, a raw wild animal meat with stomach full of plant content. That would be an ideal diet for our canine. Some owners would disagree and say that a granular diet is better. Opinions are divided, so you have to decide for yourself what type of diet is best for your dog. It is generally known that dogs will do anything for food. This is a great way to reward them when training. Do not overdo with treats. Find low-calorie dog snacks or natural substitutes that your dog will like. No dog is the same, so the feeding time is not the same for every dog. Puppies eat 3 to 4 times a day depending on age. Adult dogs 1 time a day, but if your dog does not like it that way, divide the same amount of food into 2 meals. Avoid feeding them in the hottest hours of the day and keep fresh water always available. Things that do not suit you also won't suit your dog, but the things you love don't mean it is good for them. Research, learn, inform yourself, do your homework, adapt the food to your dog and his needs, because a properly fed dog is a happy dog. That would be all for today's lesson. Join us in the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe and like. Also ring that bell, so you don't miss the next class. Stay safe and happy. And don't forget, love and respect all your pets, and enjoy the time you are given to spend together.